Good evening, family. Today we're going to start on chapter 2 of Genesis. The other chapter 1, is where God stepped out and started everything. He made the heaven, He made the earth, He made He made everything just by speaking. So today we're going to find out what all He made. Chapter 2 of Genesis. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it had been he had rested from all the work which God created and made. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth, and when they were created in a day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the earth. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Man became a living soul. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, and good for food, and the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And the river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads. The name of the first is Pison, that is which compasses the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. And the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon. The same is it that encompasses the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hedekiah. That is, it was going toward the east of Asia. And the fourth river is Euphrates. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree in the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat. For in the day that thou eatest thou shalt surely die. And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. And out of the ground the Lord formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle and the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and the wife, and were not ashamed. That ends that. In other words, now you know how the animals got here on the earth and the plants and the trees. God made everything. And also he completed it by making man and also helped me. So that's you can go on that.
What's the help me?
In other words, you have a person who is by your side that will help you do what you need to do.
But he made man and woman.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a man and woman because they're supposed to replenish the earth. And then a woman cannot, and neither can a man help replenish the earth. So anyway,
So it has to be the opposite.
it has to be a man and a woman who reproduces the human.
Are they equally yoked, Adam and Eve?
Well, at first, they were because they didn't have any differences. They were both the same. See, now you got people running around with their mind being changed all kind of ways, and you can get a person that has one idea of life, and if you don't have the same ideas, you're not going to get along.
So if one person believes in God and the other person does not, they're unequally yoked.
They're unequal yoke. But God has a method of doing that too. You find that later on in the Bible, where he doesn't disallow someone who doesn't believe in him to marry somebody who does believe in him. But when you have two people with the same idea on life, then you don't have as much conflict. It's like you like to go to church and your husband doesn't, or your wife doesn't like to go. Then there's always a conflict when you're going and they want to stay home or go somewhere else.
So if they wanted to pray and you want to pray and they don't want to pray, then it's like...
Yeah, that's a conflict.
Conflict. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's, in order to keep from a whole lot of conflicts, you have to have somebody that thinks like you and has the same way, in other words, same goal that you have. But anyway, that's life. We all have a free will.
Dad, you're
Huh?
you're a camera and you bite your nails.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, so it's very, very important you get somebody that has the same goal that you have. Because if one goes one way and the other goes the other way, you cannot get along. You'll always be fussing and fighting.
Mm-hmm. Good advice.
Okay, anyway, that's that one. And then tomorrow we'll have a...
New Testament?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my daughter-in-law, Janelle, wants me to read a passage out of Psalms. And so as soon as I find out about it, we'll read that.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Everybody have a good night. And God bless you and keep you.